Are you still struggling to grow out your natural hair? Well, you may be doing some things that may be sabotaging your hair growth journey, and that is what we're going to talk about today. Hey guys, Karen with Curl House. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, a certified trichologist, and the owner of the Curl House product line and the Curl House Academy, Let's Get Growing program. And today we are going to be talking about some of the things that you are doing that is sabotaging your hair growth on your natural hair journey. I know you've been trying to grow your hair out and you may feel like you're doing everything right and you can't figure out why your hair is not growing like it should or why you're not able to retain length. So today I'm going to give you 5 common mistakes that may be compromising your hair growth. So even though it's 5, trust me, I can give you 50, but we're going to stick with 5 today. And the first mistake that you may be making that is compromising your hair growth is you are not balancing moisture with protein. So I know that our natural hair is super dry and we tend to run to moisturizing treatments. We do a lot of steam treatments with moisturizers. That is great because when it's all said and done, our natural hair is super dry and we need moisture. However, let's not forget the protein. I know we have a tendency of just putting the protein treatments on the shelf because we are not relaxed. I know we all remember back in the day when our hair was shedding like crazy and we would go to our hairstylist and our hairstylist would say, you need a protein treatment. Well, guess what? Just because you're not relaxed, that does not mean that you don't need a protein treatment. You need protein. Your hair is made of protein. Your hair needs to be balanced with protein and moisture. Now, balance is the key word, balancing your moisture treatments with protein treatments. Keep in mind, think about all the things that you do to your hair. You're detangling your hair, and sometimes that can be a struggle. That's breaking down the protein structure of your hair. You're exposed to the sun. Too much sun exposure can break down the protein of your hair. You're manipulating your hair, twisting it and retwisting it and doing wash and goes and all these fancy styles. That's breaking down the protein structure of your hair. Or you may be even dealing with hard water challenges, meaning your hard water in your shower from the water that you use, that can compromise the protein structure of your hair. So I'm not even really referring to styles where you absolutely need protein on a regular basis, like if you are constantly blowing out your hair, or if you have a lot of color, or if you have a lot of bleach. I'm not even referring to that. I'm just referring to the day-to-day things that we do to our hair, or just our day-to-day actions going out in the sun. All of these things compromise the protein structure of your hair, which is why you need to incorporate a protein treatment in your healthy hair regimen. Now, the one that I'm going to recommend is this one. This is not a strong protein treatment, but it is something that you can use every 2 months, every 3 months to include it in your healthy hair journey. I'll make sure I put links below of the products that I recommend as well. And the second thing that you may be doing that is stopping your hair from growing properly is not massaging your scalp on wash day. So proper scalp care. A healthy scalp is the foundation to healthy hair growth. Now, a scalp massage in general is fabulous for your scalp because it helps to improve blood flow to your scalp, and proper blood flow to your scalp helps your hair to grow. But I'm emphasizing wash day. You do it on wash day in addition to the other days that you do it during the week, but on wash day, because I want you to think about all that stuff I just talked about that you put in your hair. You may put products in your hair from styling your hair. You put oils in your hair and on your scalp. You go out in the elements. All of that stuff builds up on your scalp. So on wash day, it is key that you do a scalp massage to exfoliate and to lift up the stuff that is on your scalp. You have to remove that buildup for healthy hair growth. As a trichologist, I look at people's scalps through a scope, and I have seen scalps that do not look clean. even though the person had just washed her hair. Here's an example. This person came in and said she had just washed her hair, but this is what her scalp looks like. Do you see all this buildup on the scalp? So what do you think can actually grow through a scalp that looks like this with all those flakes? So that is why I encourage you to get in a habit of doing a scalp massage every single time you wash your hair. You can do it with the tips of your fingers, or if you want to be fancy, you can use a scalp brush. But either way, get it in. Massage your scalp on wash day. And the third mistake that you could be making that is compromising or stopping your hair from growing is overlooking the ingredients on the label. So in other words, not looking at what you are actually putting on your hair and scalp, and particularly these oils out here, y'all. I don't want you all to get bamboozled thinking you are purchasing a certain type of oil and you're putting it on your hair and scalp, and it's not. I get bamboozled. I purchased some botana oil from Amazon and it was not botana oil. I created a whole video about it. It was fake. The label was misleading. The label indicated that it was botana oil and it was not. Let me go ahead and show it to you. This is what I purchased that I thought was botana oil, but it was not. It was full of a whole bunch of other ingredients, like 20 other ingredients that were not botana oil, stuff that's horrible for your hair and for your scalp. But I caught it. I read the label. You too need to read the label. You need to make sure what you're putting on your hair and scalp is exactly that, because otherwise you could be putting a whole bunch of junk on your hair and scalp, and that could be compromising the health of your hair and scalp. I also just recently talked with a class participant. I teach classes on hair growth, and one of the participants said her hair was so dry she couldn't figure out what was going on. She was moisturizing her hair. She was sealing her hair with castor oil, and she showed me the castor oil that she was using, and when I looked at the bottle, I knew immediately that it was not castor oil. And the fake or imitation castor oil that was full of synthetic ingredients only made her hair worse. So if you are using products that you think is healthy for your hair and it's not, then those products are compromising the health of your hair. So again, I want you to read the label so that you do not stunt growth and you're able to maintain and grow healthy hair. And the fourth mistake that may be stopping your hair from growing is you're not managing your stress. I know you hear this all the time, that you have to manage your stress, not just for your hair, but just for the health of your body. I know you hear it all the time, the importance of stress management, but I got a question for you. Do you believe that high levels of stress compromise the health of your hair and cause your hair to fall out? Do you believe it? Well, if you don't believe it, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the truth. Believe it. Believe that high levels of stress compromise your hair. When you are stressed out, constantly stressed out, your body will go into fight or flight mode. That means your body is going to shut down normal operations such as growing your hair and redirect that energy to something else. And typically it redirects the energy to prioritize the functionality of the vital organs. Hair growth is not considered vital. So as a result, your hair will prematurely go into the resting phase. And the resting phase, or the telogen phase, is when your hair actually falls out. This is a condition called telogen effluvium, or hair loss due to stress, or that is triggered by stress. So again, I encourage you to come up with ways to manage your stress. There are so many ways out there to manage your stress. Pick one or start with one and implement it. So remember, knowledge is power when it is applied. So now you got the knowledge that you need to come up with ways to manage your stress. Now I need you to apply it so that you become powerful and you become empowered to grow and maintain healthy hair by managing your stress. And the fifth and final mistake that you may be making that is stopping your hair from growing is your inconsistency. So an inconsistent hair routine. Yes, you are not consistent, you all. When you are growing and maintaining healthy hair, whatever you are doing, it is key that you do it consistently. So if you are applying something to your scalp, like the follicle stimulating growth drops to help with growth, then you need to be consistent about doing it. Or if you know you need to sleep with a bonnet on or on a pillowcase, then be consistent. Some nights you sleep on cotton, some nights you don't, or sometimes you massage your scalp and sometimes you don't, or you decide that you're going to wash your hair once a week, but sometimes you wash it once a week and then other times you wait a month, or you know you need to massage your scalp, sometimes you massage your scalp and sometimes you don't, or if you know you need to drink water because water helps to encourage hair growth, sometimes you drink it and sometimes you don't. So I really, really want you all to develop a consistency in your natural hair routine, whatever it is. If you are on a hair growth treatment plan, be consistent. If you are focused on maximizing your moisture and you have a moisture routine that works, be consistent. Healthy hair growth is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You do not get to the finish line in 10 seconds like Usain Bolt. You don't do that. It takes time, you all, but I can assure you, whatever you are doing, if you are doing it properly, and if you are patient, and if you are doing it with consistency, you will reach your healthy hair goals to grow healthy and fabulous hair. Okay, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you are someone who is looking for an amazing product line that really helps with hair growth and moisture retention, I encourage you to consider the Curl House product line. I'm actually at the tail end of my rebrand, yay, and I'm about to re-release my product line really, really soon. So if you would like to be a part of the relaunch party, I encourage you to sign up for our wait list above so that you can get notifications when we launch our product line. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like the channel so that you do not miss a video in the future. And until we talk again, stay fabulous.